Okay, July 17th, First Chronicles 24, 1 through 26:11. Now these are the divisions of the sons of Aaron. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Itamar. And Nadab and Ittabah died before their father, and had no children before Eleazar and Ishmael ministered as priests. Then David with Zadok of the sons of Eleazar and Elamech of the sons of Itamar divided them according to the schedule of the service. There were more leaders found of the son of Eleazar than the sons of Itamar, and thus they were divided. Among the sons of Eleazar were 16 heads of their fathers' houses, and 8 heads of their fathers' houses among the sons of Itamar. Thus they were divided by lot, one group as another. For there were officials of the sanctuary and of the officials of the house of God, from the sons of Eleazar and from the sons of Itamar, and the scribe Shishomai, the son of Nethel, one of the Levites, wrote down before the king the leaders of Zodok the priest, Eliamach, and the son of Abitar, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the priests of the Levites, one father's house taken from Eleazar and one from Itamar. Now the first lot fell on Jehoram, the second to Jedidiah, the third to Haram, the fourth to Seraim, the fifth to Malachi, and to Sirium, the fifth to Malachi, the sixth to Majiman, the seventh to Hazak, the eighth to Abadiah, the ninth to Jehusha, the 10th to Shechemiah, the 11th to Eliezeb, the 12th to Jacham, the 3rd to Hepam, the 14th, no, the 13th to Hepam, the 14th to Jesabeb, the 15th to Belach, the 16th to Imar, the 17th to Hazar, the 18th to Habazai, the 19th to Petatiah, and the 20th to Jechazel, the 21st to Jechan, the 22nd to Jamul, the 23rd to Deliah, the 24th to Maziah. This was the schedule of their servants for the coming of the house of the Lord, according to the ordinance by the hand of Aaron their father, as the Lord had commanded Israel, had commanded him. And the rest of the sons of Levi, and the sons of Aram, Shabul, and the sons of Shabal, Jedediah, concerning Rehabiah, and the sons of Rehabiah. The first was Uzziah, of the sons of the Azarites, Shalamoth, the sons of Shalamoth, Jatha, the sons of Hebron. Jeriah was the first, Ariam was second, Josiah was the third, and Jechem the fourth. The sons of Yerzurah, Micah, the sons of Mechiah, Shamar, the brother of Micah, Ishihai, the sons of Ishihai, Zechariah, the sons of Moriah were Mahalai and Mushi, the sons of Jezorah, Beno, the sons of Moriah by Josiah were Beno, Shaham, Zechariah, and Erip, the of Malachi, Eleazar, who had no sons, of Kish, the son of Kish, Jessamariel. Also the sons of Mushi were Malachi, Elder, and Jerhomo, the sons of the Levites according to the fathers' houses. These also cast lots, just as their brothers, the sons of Aaron, did, in the presence of King David, Zodok, Ashimah, and the heads of the fathers' houses of the priests and Levites. The chief fathers did as their younger brethren. Moreover, David and the captains of the army separated for the service of some of the sons of Asaph, of Haman, and Jehudu, Jabathun, who should prophesy with harps, stringed instruments, and cymbals. And the number of skilled men performing their service was of the sons of Eshab, Zechariah, Joseph, Nehemiah, and Ashariah. The sons of Eshab were under the direction of Eshab, who prophesied according to the order of the king of Jeduthun, of the sons of Jeduthun, Jelahiah, Zariah, Jeshoiah, Shermi, Hashabiah, Mattaniah, 6 under the direction of their father Jeduthun, who prophesied with the harp and gave thanks to the praise of the Lord. Of Herman, the sons of Herman, Baruch, Mattaniah, Yazira, Shabel, Jethamar, Hananiah, Hananiah, Ethathiah, Gideathai, Romathai, Ezar, Jobesh, Kasesh, Malahati, Morata, and Mezurath. All of these were the sons of Herman, the king's seer, in the words of God to exalt his horn for God had given Hermon 14 sons and 3 daughters. These were under the direction of their father for the music of the house of the Lord, with cymbals, stringed instruments, and harps for the service of the house of God. Asaph, Jotham, and Hermon were under the authority of the king. So the number of them with their brethren who were instructed in the songs of the Lord are all who were skillful were 288. And they cast lots for their duty, the small as well as the great, the teacher with the student. Now the first was Asaph, who came out of Joseph. The second was Japheth, came him with his brethren and his sons, 12. The third Zachar, the sons of his brethren, 12. The fourth was Zuri, his sons and his brethren, 12. The fifth was Neriah, his sons and his brethren, 12. The sixth was Barekai, his sons and brother, 12. The seventh was Jesharieli, the sons of his brethren were 12. The eighth was Josiah, his sons and brethren, 12. The ninth for Mattaniah, the sons and his brethren, 12. The tenth Shemai, the sons and his brother, 12. The 11th was Azarel, his sons and brother, 12. The 12th was Azabah, his sons and brother, 12. The 13th was Shabua, his sons and brother, 12. The 14th was Mattasiah, his sons and brother, 12. The 15th was Jesamal, his sons and brother, 12. The 16th was Hananiah, his sons and brother, 12. The 17th was Jokosbiah, his sons and brothers, 12. The 18th was Hananiah, his sons and brother, 12. The 19th was Malachi, his sons and brother, 12. The 20th was Elethi, his sons and brother, 12. The 21st for Hozathar, his sons and brother, 12. 22nd was Gediah, his sons and brother, 12. 23rd was Messiah, his sons and brother, 12. 24th was Ramatai Ezar, his sons and brother, 12. I am so sorry I butchered so many names. Okay. Concerning the divisions of the gatekeepers of the Korites, Mesaphi, the son of Kor, the sons of Asaph, the sons of Methasiah, and Zechariah, the firstborn Jeduthael, second Zedekiah, the third Jethathor, the fourth Elam, the fifth Jothanim, the sixth Eleathar, the seventh. Moreover, the sons of Obed Edom were Shemaiah, the firstborn Jezadab, the second Joash, the third Sakar, the fourth Nethelah, the fifth Amel, the sixth Issachar, the seventh Pelathai, the eighth, for God blessed him. Also Shemaiah and his sons born who governed their father's houses, because they were men of great ability. The sons of Shechemiah were Othan, Raphael, Obed, and Ezabed, whose brothers was Elihu and Shechemiah, who were able men. All of these were the sons of Obed Edom. They were the sons of their brethren, able men with strength for the work, 62 of Obed Edom. And Messiah had sons and brethren, 18 able men. Also Hasiah, the children of Moriah, the sons of Shemaiah, first, for though he was not the firstborn of his father, made him first. Hecaniah the second, Telabai the third, Zechariah the fourth, the sons of the brethren of Hosea were 13. Okay, Romans 4:12, 1 through 12. What then shall we say of Abraham our father? As according to the flesh. For if Abraham was justified by works, he has something to boast about, but not before God. For what does the scripture say? Abraham believed God, and it was accounted to him for righteousness. Now, to him who works, the wages are not counted as grace, but debt. But to him who does not work, but believes on him who justifies the ungodly, his faith is accounted for righteousness. Just as David also describes the blessedness of the man to whom God imputes righteousness apart from his works. Blessed are those whose lawlessness deeds are forgiven and whose sins are covered. Blessed is a man to whom the Lord shall not impute sin. Does this blessedness then come upon the circumcised only, or upon the uncircumcised also? For we say that faith was accounted to Abraham for righteousness. How then was it accounted? While he was circumcised or uncircumcised? Not while circumcised, but while uncircumcised. And he received the sign of circumcision, a seal of the righteousness of faith, which he had while he was still uncircumcised, that he might be the father of all those who believe, though they are all uncircumcised, that righteousness might impute to them also, and that the father of the circumcision to those who are only are not only of the circumcision, but also who walk in the steps of faith, which our father Abraham had while still uncircumcised. I will say Romans is probably one of my favorite books because it finally brought together, it made me understand being justified only through Christ and that we all sin and fall short. I think it's got to be one of my favorite books. All right, Psalms 13, 1 through 6. Chief musician, a psalm of David. How long, O Lord, will you forget me forever? How long will you hide your face from me? How long shall I take counsel in my soul, having sorrow in my heart daily? How long will my enemy be exalted over me? Consider and hear me, O Lord my God. Enlighten my eyes, lest I sleep the sleep of death. Lest my enemies say, I have prevailed against him. Lest those who trouble me rejoice when I am moved. But I have trusted in your mercy. My heart shall rejoice in your salvation. I will sing to the Lord because he has dealt bountiful with me. Proverbs 19:15-16. Laziness casts one into a deep sleep, and an idle person will suffer hunger. But he who keeps a commandment keeps his soul, but he who is careless of his ways will die. Okay. See y'all tomorrow.